So, it's been a long last couple of weeks. And not just because of everything that's been going on in the world, just extra responsibility that I've had and other things going on as well. But I figured, you know what, even though I'm tired, I'm going to make this video anyway because this video is ultimately about what keeps us motivated when we have those long weeks. Oh, and before I start this video, quick correction to last week's video. I said that I had finished my Camp Nanowrimo project. Technically, I had met my word count goal. As of this week, I have actually finished the first draft of my Camp Nanowrimo project, so just quick little side note there. So, welcome to my channel, Careena's Adventures, where I enjoy sharing with you, my fellow writers, the things that I've learned along this journey of writing and the things that I'm continuing to learn. So, beyond just having deadlines, beyond fun things like Camp Nanowrimo, beyond, the dreams of being published and maybe sometime in the next million years actually making money from our writing, what is it that keeps us going? And the thing that I challenge you to think about is, why do you write? This is something that, for me personally, I've kind of known for, I have known for a long time, ever since I was a little girl. Obviously I wanted to be published ever since I was a little girl, but ultimately, I knew what I wanted people to get from my writing. And in this video, I will kind of just share 3 things that you can think about that can help you discover why you write and what you want to contribute to the world as a Christian writer. So the first person to benefit from your writing is obviously yourself as the writer. We write. That's kind of part, it's not part of our identity in Jesus, but it's a large part of who we are in, how we express ourselves. Maybe we write for stress reliever, or for stress relief. You can tell I'm a little stressed right now. Maybe we write for stress relief. Maybe we write to cope with things that have happened. Or maybe we just write for fun. It's something that we've always done. Or it could be any of those things. Or it could be other things. If you think of something else, put it down in the comments to let me know. We benefit from the self-expression of writing, and obviously there are lots of other ways of self-expression, and as writers we're not limited to only one. We might have more than one. I know I definitely have more than one, but it is something that we can kind of use, that God has given us as a gift. The second thing is one thing that I have had in mind ever since I was a child, and this is, what are your readers going to get from it? As a kid, it was just so motivating, and is still motivating for me to think about, filling a bookshelf with the kinds of books. I'm still holding my glasses. I think I need to put those away. On your face or in the case. They're now in the case. Anyway, I enjoyed thinking about, filling bookshelves with the kinds of books that I always wanted to read but didn't really exist, and still to this day, that's why I write, to put books on the bookshelf, if you will, that girls like me, young women like me, can read and be inspired by and ultimately feel closer to Jesus. So for you, what, even maybe on a broader level, what are your readers going to get? Are they going to be entertained? Are they going to laugh? Are they going to cry? Are they going to see themselves? Are they going to learn how to cope with something? Are they going to learn how to love people better? What are they ultimately going to gain? For me, I want my readers to be inspired to live closer to Jesus and to love people like He loves people. That is ultimately, what I want the reader to gain. And that brings me to the last thing, which is, what is God going to get from your book? Obviously, kind of the implied answer being glory. I want to glorify Him and, praise Him through my books, and kind of praise Him to others, if you will, as I inspire my readers to live closer to Him. And, this can kind of be an ambiguous thing. You might say, well, Careena, how do I know if my book is, glorifying to God? There's not any one answer. But for me personally, what I kind of discovered the other day was I can stop and think to myself, did I, as the writer, learn anything about God, or do I feel uplifted and excited about knowing God as I read this book? And if the answer is not really, then that's a signal to me that I need to go back and I need to find ways to put more of him in the book, whether it needs to be, you know, the characters being closer to him, or just, you know, maybe having the gospel in the book. If you are interested in ideas for ways you can make God just a bigger part of your story, if you will, if you want to find ways to, you know, make him more the center and just put him in the book more, I did make a video on that. It's one of my older videos, so I will put that up in the cards for you if you would like to go watch that. And also down in the description if you're watching this on a mobile device, blah 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 blah. But anyway, that's what I have for you. You know, as an aspiring Christian fiction writer, maybe not even a Christian fiction writer, this could apply to anyone. You know, think about, you know, what do you get as a writer? That might seem like the most obvious, but then, you know, what are your readers going to get? And think about, you know, is God getting glory from this book? Because for me, when I write a story, that obviously no story is perfect. We're all going to make mistakes. No story can fully represent God in his perfect love and glory. But, you know, the stories I get the most excited about are the ones where it's like, man, the character is just so on fire for the Lord, and I just get so excited about, you know, knowing God. And whenever I read other books, which are, for me personally, I feel like too few and far between that do that, you know, which is part of why, you know, again, I write books so that people can have that. And you see why once you know that, it kind of circles. And once you get into that mindset, you kind of are like, okay, this is why I write books. Beyond just the deadlines, the wanting to have something done, this is why I write books. This is what I want people to get, and I want to glorify God. So thank you for watching this video. I was starting to wonder if I was going to make one this week because I am very tired. It's been a long week. But let me know down in the comments what your answers to, you know, the first and second questions are, if you would. You don't have to be all personal or something, just thoughts or anything. So I will see you guys next time. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Pinterest at Careena's Adventures, and happy writing. Adios mis amigas y Dios te bendiga.